able to, because I only just, oh, brilliant. Thank you. I always forget to do that. So thank you for pressing record. Always just go for it if I'm speaking, just to have license to do that for me. So how to build a successful team. I want to speak tonight about how to build a successful team. If you see this recording and you're from Canada or America or the Aussies that were on this morning, it's going to be a little bit different to same content, just a PowerPoint and a refined message of what I did this morning. I didn't record this morning, unfortunately, but I want to speak about how to build a successful team. You know, Zig Ziglar said something amazing, one of the greatest personal development coaches that ever lived. He said, you can be everything in life if you want, if you will just help enough other people get what they want. You can have everything in life if you want, if you'll just help enough people, other people get what they want. And to me, that's a huge part of this relational marketing, direct selling, network marketing, however you want to call it. I love This Is It team's change of language around that to call it relational marketing, because that's exactly what this is. And so if you help enough people, you'll get what you want. You see, relational marketing is one of the most empowering business models, offering individuals the chance to create financial freedom, build a personal brand, and step into leadership roles. However, building a successful team in this industry goes far beyond selling products or recruiting others. It's about leading with vision, empowering people, and cultivating deep, lasting relationships. This is not just a quick fix, get it all going, and then sit back and everyone does all the work. And it just happens. You gotta have vision. You've got to empower people. You need to cultivate deep relationships as we build this incredible opportunity. You know, one of the greatest strengths and privileges Vanessa and I have had and developed over the years is our ability to create and grow thriving teams. From small beginnings, we've expanded teams across Australia, Asia, and North America, scaling into the tens, hundreds, and now in this particular team, almost 1,000 people, with decades of starting and building teams in multiple countries in the tens to the thousands and consulting in this topic all over the world. So we've honed a passion and a deep area of expertise. And so that's what we want to speak. So what I want to speak about tonight, because I believe that there is more, taught and caught in life, that no matter where you've started or even your background, if you have a heart to keep opening, to keep learning new things, it's so possible for every single person here. So our vision, our personal vision and the vision of the dream team, and I'm going to encourage you on what yours is very soon. Our vision is freedom and generosity. For Vanessa and I, that's what it's about. That's why we want to keep having a culture of freedom in our organization, in our business, and a culture of generosity. That's not just about mine, and it's not just about, what I do and not helping others, but being generous, because I believe we're called to share the wealth in the respect of what we have, who we are, what we've learnt, and to empower other people. And that's how you build a great team. Our vision for the future is clear: to help release thousands of leaders and build strong, dynamic teams over the next 20 plus years. Vanessa and I can see us being in this business for 20 or more years, really, until we pass it on as a legacy to our children. We see the vision of the company owner and inventor, what his vision is for people and for this business. And we're like, we can see ourselves being a part of this business for over 20 years. And part of our dream is to release other teams, other people to build strong teams and to reach the highest levels as we're believing for that ourselves. At the core of this vision is a deep commitment to generosity, fostering a culture where everyone helps each other succeed. Everything I've been a part of over the last 30 plus years of my working life is anything that's been successful has always been around how people help each other. When there's that Lone Ranger that's all about them, that's doing everything for them and not secure about others, and bringing other people into their world, they're the ones that never last. A generosity, fostering a culture where everybody helps each other succeed. We believe in creating dream teams where no one is ever ours. I mean, this is our team, but we're a part of it. We don't own it. We get to be a part of this tribe, a part of this community, a part of this team. We don't own anybody on this team. Everybody owns their own business, and anybody can choose to go up. I love it when some of our team choose to speak to Tessa about something that we may not be as knowledgeable on, or want to get a second or a third opinion. We don't get insecure about that. We see that, number one, from a business perspective, is we don't pay for Tessa to help people. She just does it because, of course, it helps her, it helps us, it helps them. It's this generosity and understanding that as we help each other, we're actually helping everyone around us. But rather for us, rather than our own leader, empowered to run their own businesses, that's what we want to create. Our role is to support and equip others to replicate that same vision, driving a culture of freedom for all involved. And we'll all have deeper whys of what this is, but for us and this team is all about freedom. This is why we do what we do. Our mission isn't just about business. It's about, can you go back to the first one? Sorry. It's about freedom, financial freedom, freedom of time, freedom of choice. This freedom is not just for us, but for you and the teams that we build together. So let's dive into 7 quick principles that have helped us and countless others build successful teams rooted in freedom and long-term success. In the chat, if you have, could you write in the chat if freedom is a value for you, if that is something that you want for your life? So the first thought is this: when building strong teams, lead with vision and purpose. The most fundamental element of a successful relational marketing team is vision. What's your vision? Because if you have a big vision, you'll attract big people. If you have a small vision, you'll attract small people. And when I say that is, for us, we want to attract everyone, of course. So don't hear me wrong. But I want to have people that want to do great things on our team. I want to be inspired when I'm having a bad day with someone on our team that is dreaming bigger than me that day, that it helps pick me up and dream and think bigger myself. You see, when building your team, it's crucial to communicate why you're in the business and what you aim to achieve. Your vision doesn't just inspire you, it gives your team a mission that they can really rally behind. And can I say this? I've said this to my kids. You got nothing to prove in life. Like, I actually want to tell you, you've got nothing to prove in life. I've worked with tens of thousands of people over the last 30 years. Tens of thousands, maybe even into the hundreds plus. Spoken to over 1 million people in my lifetime in conferences and stages. I want to tell you, you've got nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. The only person I need to prove anything to is myself. So when somebody goes faster, somebody achieves greater, I'm cheering them on, because for me, that's inspiring. It's not a competition for me. This whole business is not a competition. If Joanne goes further than us, that's our purpose. If somebody else goes further than us, that's our purpose. We have big dreams, but we're not in competition. We've got to lead with vision and purpose. People join you because of your why, not your what. Make sure your vision is bigger than your products. Now, I love this product. This product is changing my life, but my vision is even greater than the patches. Thank you, Jody. You're amazing. What's your why? For me, it's simple. It's freedom. Freedom to choose how I live, who I surround myself with when I work, and what my life looks like. It's about creating financial freedom, not just for myself, but in our case, for 3 generations, ensuring that we are never financially vulnerable again. This is part of my why. I never want my grandchildren to be financially vulnerable. This is part of my why. I envision a life with no limitations, freedom to travel, to live across multiple countries, and to fully embrace everything life has to offer. Friend, what's your why? Have you written it down? Have you put it somewhere where you can wake up to and read in the morning? When you have a good day, bad day, and everything in between, what drives you? You see, but it's not just about me. It's about generosity for us. It's about freedom and it's about generosity. The ability to give freely to the charities that we believe in, churches and part of our faith that is so important to us. Most importantly, to inspire others to achieve the same kind of financial freedom that Vanessa and I are experiencing. Together, we can make an impact not only in our lives, but in the lives of countless others. So I want to ask you again, number one, what's your why? Let it fuel you, let it guide you, let it drive you towards all the freedom that you desire. For us, it's about freedom for us, freedom for others, generosity, and for others. So the second thought is this with building a strong team. Develop a culture of support. Now, there's a whole bunch of Gen Xers in here and baby boomers and hopefully some millennials, maybe some Gen Z, I'm not sure. But I grew up that if someone gives me a hand up, I owe it to give somebody else a hand up. Someone gives me a handout, I owe it to give somebody else a handout. If you remember the movie, Pay It Forward. It is a movie that has constantly stayed a part of my life, is how do I keep paying it forward? We're going to build a strong team, which you will hit. And our whole goal, which we're about to release, working with the This Is It team system and structure, is to help to get as many people to SD, Senior Director, as soon as possible. And then our encouragement is, and again, you do what you want. This is your business. But our encouragement is if you're ready at that level to start breaking off to having your own small community and growing that large, doing some of your own trainings and all of those things, still using ours and we're available to help, but to start building your own team and developing that, you've got to be able to have a culture of support. You see, relational marketing can be a challenging industry where rejection is part of the game. However, when people feel supported and valued, they'll stick around longer. Creating a culture of encouragement and support helps retain team members through tough times. And can I say also this? Don't just expect support, from up. You also give support up. You also give encouragement up. You also speak life up as they do for you. One of the goals that Vanessa and I have is to always encourage Tessa and Misha and an older couple that are above us, that while they're building this business and believing for their dreams. Culture of support. You see, it's not about the sales, it's about the people. If your people feel valued, they will stay. How valued do your people feel? And again, we're all not perfect with this. We all get busy with other parts of our life and we can forget sometimes to make that phone call or applaud that win, but going back to the basics of how am I supporting my team? Is it really about the people or is it just about my dreams? Because for us and what we've learned, as we champion other people's dreams, our dreams become a reality. Focus on building relationships with your team. Celebrate small wins. Provide encouragement. Foster an environment where people feel like they can grow without being embarrassed to make mistakes. Invest time in mentoring, organizing team building activities where you can, and provide ongoing support. A strong culture leads to a strong team. So we must bring support and use the support mechanisms that we have around us with the greater teams. The third thought, if you give me a 5 in the chat if this is helping you tonight. The third is teach duplication. In relational marketing, duplication is key. Friend, with thisisitteam.com, we have somebody who's spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, I think, time, effort to build a simple system that we could all follow, that then we can work with as then we build teams to be able to bridge it to the people that we're working with. It's easily replicable. That's what great leadership is. Great leadership creates replicable teams. Holton Bugg says, if your system isn't simple enough that anyone can follow it, you're setting yourself up for failure. This Is It team has been, .com has been one of the simplest systems that I've ever been a part of. Everybody can follow this system. It's just doing the work. It's taking the time, going through it module by module, and sometimes going over it 2 or 3 times, like I had to with a compensation plan, multiple times for it to click. But it's simple and it's replicable and it's been created for us. Focus on that. And then when you build your own team, simple structures for people to be able to follow when it comes to recruiting, training, and sales. The simpler the process, the faster your team will duplicate your success, ensuring that your onboarding process is clear and that anyone joining your team can replicate the steps that you've used to succeed. Can I say, until you build a better system than thisisitteam.com, don't waste your time. Just use the system that works. And it's popping SPDs left, right, and center. Dreams are coming true because of a simple system that great people are empowering. Let's keep using that system and then create the communities around that to see people thrive. Fourth thing is build strong relationships. Build strong relationships. The foundation of any successful team lies in the strength of relationships. Relational marketing isn't just about quick wins. It's about building trust and genuine connections with your team. Take care of your people and your business will take care of yourself. So here's something that I thought about today. We've got some incredible people on our team, and some that have been longtime friends and others that are brand new friends. Here's what I thought about today. If I can use a great couple, Dave and Ange, who many of you know and love. They've been with us through Sue pretty early days. I thought, hey, at some stage, I'm going to want to go away with Vanessa for a month, 6 weeks, and open up new opportunities around the world with LifeWave, to travel, to go to the south of France, which is my favorite place in the world, go and enjoy good wine. I speak relatively decent French. Go and have 4 to 6 weeks where we can just immerse ourselves and switch off a bit. And I thought, how can you do it in any business? And with this business, we can. Number one, because everything's online and we can work with that. But 2, as we build strong relationships, for us, with the kindness and generosity of what we're building together as a team, I want to be able to say to Dave and Ange, hey, would you cover me for that month? Or a whole bunch of our team that are a part of it. Hey, between you all, would you give us a month where if anyone has any questions, you answer it? Because here's the thing, we'll do it for them. When they want to go away to Thailand for a month, when they want to go to South or Central America for a month and fulfill dreams that are on their life, because this is what it's providing for them. And they go, hey, as we've served with you, as we've helped you, as we've been generous with you, would you be generous with us? Would you cover us? That's the potential of being a part of something like this. And the more generous you are, the more people are going to want to be generous with you. And so that's why as you take care of your team and your people and those around you, they'll take care of you. Invest in the people on your team. Get to know their goals, challenges, and motivations. Schedule when you can one-on-one check-ins to people on your team. And the more invested you are in their personal growth, the more committed they'll be to the team and the business. Can I encourage you to do that? Fifth thought is this, and I'm bringing this home. Can you give me an 8 if this is helping you tonight? Is embrace personal development. Thank you guys, Gay and others, Amanda, embrace personal development. Your team's success is directly tied. Man, this is going to be a bit confronting for some of you. I should give this a second. But your team's success is directly tied to your growth as a leader. If you create ceilings, you create limitations. But as you break ceilings, you break limitations for people. How do we do that? By our own personal development and growth. I'll never forget speaking to a couple in their just mid-50s, which to me is just getting started in life. Like seriously, especially with this patch, I'm going for 100 to 120 because scientifically and biblically, the last number, and both have agreed from data that I've seen is that our bodies were actually created for 120 years. But with all of the stuff and everything else, we're not lasting, most cases, anywhere near as long. So I'm not even, I'm 50 next year. I'm not even halfway through yet. So therefore, my mind and my mindset has got to keep growing and changing and developing. You see, the more you grow and evolve, the more your team will follow your example. Leaders like Jordan Adler emphasize that personal growth is the greatest, listen to this, the greatest gift that you can give to your team. The greatest gift you can give to your team is the example of your personal development. Just like as a parent, the greatest gift we can give to our children is how we grow, how we evolve, how we example. So commit. Can I ask you, if you want to be successful at life in general and all of these things, and I have a personal development business. So we're all in the personal development business. At the end of the day, those who want to thrive and grow and change and evolve, commit to lifelong learning. Attend leadership courses and programs, read personal development books, and go to industry events. When your team sees that you're constantly growing, they'll be inspired to grow as well. Can someone give me an amen, or that's awesome, or something? Mindset is everything, and what you think directly affects what you believe. What you think directly affects what you believe. What you think directly affects what you believe. If you think, hey, someone who's like me in the same environment, culture, season of life, and I've had someone say this, it's really challenging, where we are and what we're doing. And all I want to ask that person is, do you think there's someone who's in a similar environment, similar age, similar culture, similar circumstances as you that's succeeding? 9 times out of 10 people will say yes. Therefore, what's the difference? It's mindset. There's always someone exactly like you in most of your circumstances and situations that's succeeding. Why are you not in that moment? For me, I ask myself that challenge. It's my mindset. I have to change something. Here's the 6th one. Man, almost out of time, and I wanted to give some time to questions. Focus on the long term. And last time I'm going to breeze through. Focus on the long term. Building a network marketing, a relational marketing team is a long-term game. If you're in for the quick fix McDonald's drive-through, get out now. Now, you might want to run fast. I'm with you on that. But some people will take 12 months. Some people will take 24 months. Some people will take 36 months, and some maybe even longer. Some may take 6 months. But here's the thing, especially with this business, as you understand, this is a 3-year sprint. In 3 years' time, if I said to you, if you were earning $500,000, $1 million, whichever one, million, of course, is what we all want. But let's even say 500,000 in 3 years' time by building this business day by day by day, building your other business, working in that other job you have for the moment. But in 3 years' time, you could replace your income and more. Would you do it? Most people would say yes. So I'm saying to you, 3 years. If you could do it earlier, fantastic. But 3 years of building, focusing on the long term. SPD for me isn't like I'm done then. I mean, there's another level than that, but I'm like, I want to expand. I want to grow. And then for us, we want to create 1,000 SPDs or more in 20 years. That's our goal. 1,000 SPDs as we become SPDs. But it's not an overnight thing. Success is not an overnight thing. It's built with consistent action over time. So encourage your team, the people you're onboarding, the people that you're a brand partner for, and you might go, I only just started 3 days ago, but I have 2 people. Well, you probably know more than those 2 people in the last 3 days. So you're leading them. That's the start of your team. Encourage your team to the long-term vision rather than immediate results. Set realistic expectations, celebrate the process, and remind them that the success in this business comes with patience and persistence. The goal is to build a sustainable business, not just quick wins. And the 7th one is this: empower others to become leaders. Empower others to become leaders. Probably a lot of different age groups on here. I can't see everyone because I can just see what I'm seeing at the moment. But here's the thing. For me, I got over the trying to be the hero around my early 40s. And what I switched from, instead of trying to be the hero, which I think is all part of certain, ages and so on. I'm not, we've all been there or done that. But what I think is the faster we can turn into hero makers, you actually become the hero. From me, we want to build teams of heroes. We want to become hero makers. We're not there to get the stand up and get all the accolades. Honestly, for me, all different personalities on this, that I couldn't give a rip around that. I have my why. That's what matters to me, for my family, for our life, for our future, and for all of those people that we want to bring with us and to see financial freedom with. Those things are fantastic, but I'm not here to be the hero. We're here to be the hero makers. Empower others to become leaders. True success in relational marketing comes when you empower others to become leaders. The goal is not to gather followers, but to develop leaders. And remember, we've said the money is in the managers. We're called to be manager-making machines. This whole business is about building up managers and beyond. And it's all about creating leaders. The goal is not to gather followers, but to develop leaders who will carry the vision forward. Robert Kiyosaki said this from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, many of you would have heard of. And if you haven't, you need to read some of his books. They're fantastic. He talks about how network marketing is about creating leaders, not just salespeople. Network marketing is not about finding followers. It's about empowering others to become leaders. So focus on leadership development within your team. Offer mentorship, promote leadership training, and give your team members the opportunity to step up and lead. When you develop more leaders, your team becomes stronger and your business becomes more sustainable. So here's my final thoughts. Freedom is the ultimate goal. At the heart of relational marketing is freedom. The freedom to live life on your terms, to create financial independence, and to impact others along the way. By following these principles, you can build a thriving, successful team that shares this vision of freedom. Remember, the more you empower and support your team, the more they'll grow and thrive. This business is about people first, and when your team succeeds, you succeed. So let's build a team that not only grows but thrives, one that changes lives, creates freedom, and leaves a lasting legacy for the generations and the people in your life to come. We want to build a strong team. They're just 7 thoughts from Vanessa's and my almost 30 years experience in working and building teams across multiple cultures around the world. And the key of it all is freedom. People want freedom. As we help people fulfill their dreams, they actually help us to fulfill ours. So, hey, I hope that helped. You could say something in the chat, maybe one thing that really jumped out at you around this thought. I know I machine gunned some of this, but I want to encourage you, no matter how young you are or how mature you are. I don't use the word old because old to me has too many negative connotations. We're either young or mature. No matter how young or mature you are, it's all your decision. And as we build teams and be around the support structures that we have to help you to do that and help other people to find their dreams and release their dreams, they'll release yours. So I am encouraged with what's happening in this team and excited about it. And I just want to keep encouraging you. Stay for the long term. Stay focused on the long term of this. Keep releasing other people's dreams, and you'll see incredible things happen for you. Well, I hope that helped. We have a few moments left before the opportunity meeting. Thank you. Any questions, any clarifications, any thoughts about that?
Comments? Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
What have you been smoking?
I don't smoke, but yeah.
I want some, whatever it is, mate.
Yeah,
That was
I reckon
beautiful.
you
That was
got
amazing.
I think you got a sneaky pack of X49s going on or something like that.
No, she hasn't returned home yet.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I'm so grateful for that. It was so well prepared, but also you spoke from the heart and it was just so inspiring. And after being in Melbourne. We were in Melbourne with the amazing, oh my God, Wendy Carafa and Mags Klopsteins and her beautiful family that created this like perfect opportunity for us to present the people of Shepparton and Torquay. And then of course serendipity takes you, and we met some other amazing people, and they might come on tonight, but that was a very chance meeting, and